Why are phones with regular cover glass more likely to break than phones with Corning Gorilla Glass 3? It's a three-part answer. Step 1. Gorilla Glass 3 is made of high-quality materials, producing a thin sheet of glass with a pristine surface quality, untouched by human hands or anything else that will introduce flaws. Step 2. An ion exchange process strengthens the glass, making it more resistant to surface flaws. If damage does occur, not only are scratches less visible, but the glass has a higher retained strength, so it's less likely to break if stressed. Step 3. Densification. The glass on the left is Gorilla Glass 3, in the middle is competitor glass, and on the right is legacy soda lime glass. When the same instrument applies the same amount of force to each, the competitor and soda lime glasses suffer damage called shear cracking. When these cracks and surface scratches are present, the cover glass is weakened, making it more susceptible to damage. But see Gorilla Glass 3? When struck, its composition permits the absorption of force into the glass, a process called densification. The result is only a tiny divot, nearly invisible to the naked eye. No shear cracking, meaning fewer unsightly scratches, more durability, and less likelihood of breakage. Need more proof? Let's test retained strength of Gorilla Glass 3 relative to competitor and soda lime glasses after they all experience typical wear and tear. First, we take identical handsets and affix a different square of glass to each. One gets Gorilla Glass 3, one gets competitor, the third gets soda lime. Then, we place the handsets into a cylinder along with a range of everyday objects you might find in, say, a woman's purse. The cylinder is rotated for 45 minutes, tumbling its contents around. The three squares of cover glass are now placed in a ring-on-ring strength test. The meter indicates the number of pounds pressing down on the phones. Soda lime glass breaks at approximately 20 pounds of pressure. Competitor glass breaks at around 40 pounds. Gorilla Glass 3 shows a much higher retained strength, withstanding over 2.5 times as much force as competitor glass without breaking. So which cover glass would you prefer? The answer is clear. When you're choosing your next phone, make sure it's got Corning Gorilla Glass 3. Gorilla Glass helps protect over 2 billion devices worldwide. That's a lot of tough cover glass. Because really, who wants a dinged-up phone clashing with that stylish purse? Corning Gorilla Glass is the most trusted cover glass on the planet, helping to protect billions of devices. But the reality is, displays can still break if dropped, and it's your #1 gripe. We understand your frustration and set out to find a solution. Corning's top scientists performed thousands of hours of failure mode analysis to understand exactly how and why cover glass breaks when dropped. We dropped hundreds of devices on many different surfaces, collecting data and samples in the field, and painstakingly studying it all back in the lab. What did we find? That the worst surfaces on which to drop your device are rough surfaces like asphalt and concrete, and that those unforgiving drops were the critical issue. Once we knew the problem, we could work directly towards solving it. First, we needed to design a test to replicate rough surface drops in the lab. Microscopically examining cover glass broken during our tests, as well as actual field failures, we analyzed flaw sizes responsible for the failures. That analysis told us that a specific grit of sandpaper could be used to best approximate the field's rough landing surfaces in our drop test machine. We then used the drop test machine to uniformly test and compare enhancements to our glass composition. The final result? Gorilla Glass 4, our new formulation, survives real-world drops on rough surfaces up to twice as often as competitive glass designs when dropped from 1 meter. To put it another way, Gorilla Glass 4 survives drops on rough surfaces 80% of the time and up to 2 times better than competitive aluminosilicate glass designs. And soda lime glass, as deployed in today's commercial devices, it breaks almost all of the time. So why settle for less? Help protect your device with our toughest cover glass ever, Corning Gorilla Glass 4. See if it's on your device at corninggorillaglass.com. You tell him, Victor.
Why has Corning Gorilla Glass been used on more than 4.5 billion devices? Because Gorilla Glass delivers. Damage resistance to help withstand everyday wear and tear. Scratch resistance, superior to plastic and other competitive glasses. Outstanding optics, so videos and photos look crisp and clear. Touch sensitivity for constant texting, swiping, and interacting. When we introduced Gorilla Glass 4 in 2014, we set the industry standard for protection from drop breakage, the #1 consumer complaint. And when we say drops, we're talking 1 meter, waist-high belly flops onto rough, unforgiving surfaces like asphalt. Drops that break competitive glass designs more than 80% of the time, and regular soda lime glass nearly every time. That's a big deal if you've ever fumbled as you try to quickly remove a ringing phone from your purse or pocket. But what if you drop your device from above your waist, like when you're snapping photos, or texting on the go, or watching videos? Clearly, enabling phones and mobile devices to better survive higher drops would be a very big deal. Thanks to their constant innovation, Corning scientists have done just that. Introducing Corning Gorilla Glass 5, a new glass solution that raises the bar for toughness against drops higher than ever, all the way up to 1.6 meters. We even had to jack up the height of our drop machine's release point in order to test Gorilla Glass 5. So how did Gorilla Glass 5 do in these lab tests? Even better than we thought possible. Surviving 1.6 meter drops onto hard, rough surfaces up to 80% of the time. Plus, Gorilla Glass 5 delivers up to 4 times improvement in drop failure height compared to competitive glasses. And the best part is, Gorilla Glass 5 increases drop protection while still delivering the damage resistance, optical clarity, and touch sensitivity Gorilla Glass is famous for. So manufacturers who use Gorilla Glass 5 on their mobile devices can provide consumers the ultimate in high-resolution, touch-enabled devices. Corning Gorilla Glass 5, taking tough to new heights. Way to go, Victor.